so this one is going to be really quick. This is another letter in my series of the ABCs of my Blu-ray library, and it is the letter R, and I only have 4, so it should be pretty fast. I would have done R and S, but I have like 15 S's, so that one's going to get its own video. So here are the 4. The first one is called Raising Arizona. This is a really nutty Coen Brothers film that is about this couple that they steal a baby from this family that says we've got more than we need, but it's kind of a dark comedy, I guess. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's got Nicolas Cage, Holly Hunter. You should definitely, if you like things that are a little bit weird, a little bit different, then you will like this movie. So go check it out. Okay, next I have Ratatouille. Ratatouille is, I think, a masterpiece. It's so gorgeous. I mean, to make Paris look so beautiful from the perspective of our rat is pretty amazing. And it's so funny. The relationship between Linguini and Remy is so sweet. And there's a lot of humor between the whole staff at the restaurant and between Remy and his family. And it's just a movie that makes you feel good. It'll make you laugh. And it's just so beautiful. I love the critic. It's hilarious. A great voice cast. Patton Oswalt as Remy. And Jeremy Irons as the critic, which is really funny. And it's just a little love letter to following your dreams and also for being open-minded to things that appear differently than you expect them to. Next, I have Rear Window, which is one of my favorite Hitchcock movies. It's so tense. It's Jimmy Stewart, Grace Kelly. It's about a man who has broken his leg and he's laid up, and all he can do is watch his neighbor 24/7. And he starts to notice something fishy going on over there, but he doesn't know, is he just paranoid or is there something really going on? It builds tension so well, as only Hitchcock could do. And it's just a fun thriller, suspenseful movie. And then the last one is Robin Hood. And Robin Hood is an interesting Disney movie because a lot of people, Disney doesn't really talk about it that much and a lot of people don't respect it because they used what is called recycled animation, where they took animation from previous films and then added their own characters to the actual animation so they didn't have to do new animation. And you can see where the scenes are basically lifted from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, from Jungle Book, from lots of other movies. And so that is kind of a bummer. Like, it's not... The problem was at the time is that all of the money for the studio was really going into live action films because they were doing very well, and to the parks. And so they needed a feature that would be very cheap. And so I've thought about it a lot, and I decided that I don't really care that much about the recycled animation because hand-drawn or CG or recycled animation or sketch or any of or stop motion, it comes down to the story. And if I like the story and I'm entertained by it, then the method of how they got there is less important to me. And I think that Robin Hood is very funny. The script is good. It's very dry. It's got a sort of English sensibility to it. I think the music is pretty good. It's got a folksy soundtrack, and you've got Phil Harris from the Jungle Book as Little John. And my only real flaw, you've got a great villain with Prince John, who's hilarious, and you've got introduces kids to a lot of different elements. It's got slapstick, it's got action, it's got satire, witty dialogue, and so you can introduce kids to actually quite a bit of, it's got some good physical comedy, even some characters in drag. So you can introduce kids to quite a few actually different styles of comedy within one movie, and most of it really works and it makes me laugh. The part of it that doesn't work as well for me, and this is why I gave it a B on my review of the Disney canon, is because I feel like the third act starts to lose me a little bit. The third act. And it gets pretty down and pretty depressing. and it just starts to feel a little bit long, and most of the momentum we're kind of repeating. Like they've already got Maid Marian, so that plot point is done, and they've already gotten away from Prince John and made him look like an idiot. And so then this third part where they're all in prison and there's the jailbreak and everything, I feel like drags a little bit and doesn't quite tie into the rest of the doesn't tie into the rest of the picture, and starts to feel a little bit too melancholy for a Disney film, especially given this Disney film and how light and humorous it is for most of the movie. So that's why I gave it a B, but I think it's great. I mean, it's definitely one that as soon as I heard it was back on Blu-ray, I went and got it because I really like it. So that's Robin Hood from the Disney Studios. And make sure that you check out my giveaway that's going on right now over on my Facebook page. I'll put a link down below, but you have an opportunity in the next 22 days, I believe, to enter to win one of my invites on my Vudu, which is a digital download service, and I've downloaded most of my DVD library onto the Vudu.com, and I have Disney, I have most of the movies that I've reviewed on this ABCs of my Blu-ray. I have over 300 movies, so it's really pretty cool. And I only get 5 invites, and I'm using one of them for one of you guys, so definitely go check that out. You can enter multiple times a day doing different things. So thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting kind of close to the end of this series, which I'm really excited about. I've had so much fun doing it, so definitely check out the other letters. I think you'll really enjoy it. So thanks.